Tesla is the unchallenged leader of the American EV market. However, the story is entirely different in Europe, where Volkswagen reigns supreme. Recent analysis shows that Volkswagen holds a significant market share of around 26% in Europe. But despite this dominance, the German automaker wants to outperform Tesla on the global stage by 2025. But is that really feasible? Join us in today's video as we discuss the possibility of Volkswagen selling more EVs than Tesla in the year 2025. We'll also compare and contrast the numbers behind their car sales record to see who has the advantage. Without further delay, let's get right into it. Tesla has become a household name within the automotive industry. And you've got to admit that whatever props the American automaker is getting right now is absolutely deserved. Almost against all odds, Tesla and Elon Musk have ignited the EV revolution. And while there have been many setbacks and difficulties along the way, the company and its principal are finally reaping the rewards of their unique innovation. The American automaker delivered over 900,000 EVs in 2021 alone. This huge amount of sales coincided with the period where the company surpassed the $1 trillion valuation, something that no other automotive brand has managed to do. For perspective, only 4 other companies have managed this feat. They include Apple, Amazon, Facebook, and Google. This year, Tesla hopes to deliver anywhere from above 1.5 million EVs, of which more than 300,000 cars have already been distributed in the first quarter alone. Normally, you'd think that this sort of achievement is out of sight of most competitors. But that's not the case, because Volkswagen is looking to upset the norm and topple Tesla's car sales record by 2025. Is this even a realistic ambition? Volkswagen CEO Herbert Diess thinks so. Markets are always about the future, Diess said while speaking to CNBC's Squawk Box Europe. Tesla currently is in the lead when it comes to EVs. Probably also it is the most digital car company already, and they have some advantages, he continued. We are still aiming at keeping up and probably overtaking by 2025 when it comes to sales. Now, let's contrast and compare the numbers to see what they're saying. Analysis shows that Volkswagen only sold 452,900 EVs in 2021, almost twice the amount it sold in 2020. But clearly, that's a long way off the total number of Tesla EV sales. The American EV market, which is recognized as Tesla's stronghold, contributed 17,000 sales to Volkswagen's total number of EV sales. In comparison, the Tesla Model 3 was the best-selling EV in the European market in 2021, with nearly 150,000 sales. For the records, the Renault Zoe did 71,614 sales. The Volkswagen ID.3 did 69,206, while the Volkswagen ID.4 could only rack up 54,715 sales. When we factor in the sales of other models, we found that Tesla was able to deliver 167,969 EVs across Europe in 2021 alone. That's a significant achievement considering that Tesla only sold 29,300 cars on the continent in 2018. All of these suggest that the American car maker is competing really well even in a region that's basically dominated by Volkswagen. But how is Volkswagen able to outsell Tesla in Europe? Back in 2015, Volkswagen was caught in a widely publicized emissions scandal. Prosecutors found that the German automaker installed defeat devices or software that allowed more than 500,000 cars to bypass emission testing. Following this discovery, the car maker was heavily fined and a mandatory government-negotiated buyback program worth $10 billion was launched. That incident sparked a chain of changes within the company. After hiring and firing a couple of CEOs, Herbert Diess came on board in 2018, and since then, he has positioned the Volkswagen brand on the path to electrification. Consequently, the German automaker is committed to investing $68 billion into electric cars and digital technology by 2024. But that's not all. Volkswagen hopes to produce at least 26 million EV models by 2029. And by 2030, the carmaker hopes to have produced 50 different EV models. In between all these, Volkswagen also plans to outsell Tesla by 2025. By all standards, this is going to be a difficult task, because Tesla's current dominance of the EV space is not by chance. The American automaker has worked its way to the top using unprecedented strategies and techniques. Any automotive brand that will attempt to match that will definitely have it all to do. But that's not to suggest that it's impossible. To rival Tesla, Volkswagen needs to invest and adopt more technologies. This is one area where Tesla seems to have outdone its competitors, and anyone who is looking to upset the existing dynasty must match Tesla's effort in this regard. In the past, we've seen some brands outdo Tesla in terms of performance, but most of them are always found wanting in terms of software and technologies. For instance, we've seen Tesla use the over-the-air update to fix several problems that would have necessitated a recall in the past. The most recent was when the company used over-the-air software updates to correct overheating issues with the touchscreens in 130,000 vehicles. Volkswagen recently announced the introduction of software updates for all of its ID models. But, of course, it'd be nice to have this feature work for all Volkswagen EV models. Right before we proceed further, if you've made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Volkswagen is currently the second biggest company in Europe. So, in some way, the automaker is already on the right path in its quest to adopt more technologies and ultimately dethrone Tesla as the world's leading EV brand. However, the German automaker has a more lofty ambition to become the leading software company in Europe, meaning its goal of outselling Tesla by 2025 might be fast-tracked, or maybe not, because there are much more hurdles to navigate. At the moment, research has confirmed that Tesla batteries are around $1,300 cheaper than Volkswagen's per car. That's another thing that needs to change if Volkswagen will ever sell more cars than Tesla. Another very important factor that could possibly make or mar Volkswagen's ambition is the semiconductor microchip shortage that has plagued the automotive industry for a while. So far, Tesla has managed it better than other automobile brands. Whether it's Tesla or Volkswagen or any other automaker at all, manufacturing cars is literally impossible without semiconductor microchips, and we expect that it will play a huge role in whatever Volkswagen plans to do. Also, the German automaker may have to upgrade its current infrastructure. As one of the oldest automobile manufacturers around, Volkswagen has quite a lot of infrastructure already. In comparison, Tesla is currently embarking on some advanced infrastructure, including the recently built gigafactories in Shanghai and Berlin. Now, the difference between both is that the infrastructure owned by Volkswagen is old and lacking in terms of capacity and technology, especially when compared to the gigantic high-tech factories that Tesla is building across the world. Lastly, Volkswagen will need to embark on an aggressive marketing campaign to properly introduce its cars to potential customers. This will go a long way to swing the tide in their favor. With that said, the chances of having a dominant force in the EV market are extremely slim. At best, we could have different automotive brands control different EV markets, depending on where they're based. Like it is nowadays where Tesla has significant market share in the US, and Volkswagen controls the larger market share in Europe. Can Volkswagen upset the trend and sell more EVs than Tesla by 2025? Let us know your opinion down below. Be sure to check out this video over here.